Welcome back to my channel, Aquarius. Just going to try to do a quick read here, but I am adding the oracle cards here, and of course this is the energy oracle Sandra Ann Taylor that I'm starting out with. How I will be doing the reading is I will be using the tarot just to clarify, and of course I'll shuffle in front of you, but as far as the oracle cards, I just feel they're just a little extra bonus here. So I'm just going to quickly just review what you've got here. So for the month of August, this is a career, money, finance reading, although sometimes with relationships, business partnerships, and personal relationships, friendships, all of that intertwine oftentimes with our money. Sometimes people can be a support system and come through with ideas to help move us ahead. Other times it's actually those that are, in our home front that are uh, where we're commingling our monies. And so of course that does come through sometimes in the readings. I don't go into an awful lot in terms of relationship status and all of that, but I will touch on anything that does come through that relates or as it relates to your money. Okay, so again, we starting off with the action card. We also have sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, Garden and the Gate, and the Angels of Love, Healer of the Ages, Rest and Rejuvenation, and Back to Action. So I do feel like you're taking some action this month towards something that is very personal to you, but I will say that there's a lot of cards there, or at least that combination that also revolve around healing and, you are protected. Spirit is coming through to assist you in that process, but there is something that seems to be on your mind anyway. I suspect it's in around a relationship that you're still healing from, or maybe there was some fresh new conflict that has come to light that you're having to deal with that's in addition to, whatever was, you were processing before. So, as I say, I mean, I do feel that there is some aspect of you starting to prioritize yourself, put yourself first here. You're starting to, I don't know that we're aggressively, I mean, action for sure does indicate that there is sort of a real passion and drive toward moving, in a direction of our goals or dreams or ambitions here. But we'll find out as we clarify with the tarot as to how much energy is kind of being put out this month. But I mean, it could be just a breakthrough of some sort that is putting you into a place of action as well. The Rest and Rejuvenation cards, as I said, came through here as well as intuition. So again, with that combination, I do feel with Healer of the Ages and all of that there is some sense of you trying to get clear on what it is that you really want to go forward with here, because with the clarity of thought and that's really what that's coming through with the sixth chakra. I mean, you really need to get a better idea of, uh, peel through the clouds, so to speak, and try to get a better idea of how you want to be able to move ahead here. So it just looks like you're not quite clear on how you're going to be moving in that direction, although you are in the process of thinking about it anyway this month. So again, the Garden and the Gate, of course, does speak to something being just at reach. It's close, but it's not, it's just beyond your reach here. It is beyond the gate. So you still have some time to process and build up your foundation here toward whatever it is that you're trying to manifest here. So, there might be some monies that are, very close at hand here in whatever project you're investing your time and energy and your thoughts toward, but it's not quite at that at that stage yet. You're still, having to shift your focus and kind of move into a place where you have more control over your time, your thoughts, your energy, all of that. Okay, so with the Angel of Love, again, I mean, there is some aspect of, whether this is new love that's coming in for you. I mean, it can speak to that for those of you that are looking for love, or, maybe you're still healing from a past love, but moving it toward something that's a little newer to your newer to you this month. But either way, this is also about, can be for some of you that you're creating a new beginning here. So, and again, you're still in a place of healing this month. It's very much on your mind. So, maybe you're learning to deal with the loss of something, or as I said, trying to find a way to get a deeper connection with someone. But again, we'll have to clarify to get a clearer picture of that. So we also have the Healer of the Ages. So again, this is definitely about spirit coming through. It's also about, I really got the strong feeling that a lot of you are feeling quite drained. With the Healer of the Ages, it does speak to kind of unblocking your energy and trying to revitalize yourself. But I mean, to me, that indicates that there is some sense of drain that's taking place. I don't feel like you have a lot of get up and go, that kind of thing, to be able to forge ahead. And maybe that's why, you know, the rest and rejuvenation, and of course the fact that you're considering action and finding a way to move ahead is seems to be at the forefront. So that is just the oracle cards, and of course I'll go through the cards here as far as the can't think of my words today, sorry, as far as the tarot. But just to kind of reiterate as well, I do feel like you have, you know, there's going to be a bit of a slowdown this month, although I do feel like you're trying to take some action and get your head clear on what it is that you're trying to move ahead with. Again, I do feel that you are dealing with probably a Libra. I think is actually what was coming out quite strong, or a Leo energy from previous reads there, but definitely feel like your energy is somehow at risk here, or at least it seems to be, you know, you're feeling drained. I just feel like you don't really feel like getting up and jumping into something, but definitely I feel like you're trying to, I still feel like you're in an advantageous position anyway to be able to move ahead. But until you make that decision, you know, on some kind of inner level to heal and find some answers, I feel like you're still going to be a little bit thwarted, even though you're moving in the right direction. There is still some battles here for sure, but I think there's good news that's going to be coming in for you, you know, this month. But we'll clarify and see what happens. Okay, so again, this is for the month of August 2021, career, money, finance. This is for Aquarius. And this is career, money, finance for Aquarius. What is happening for Aquarius in terms of their career and their finances? What is coming through, Spirit? I won't take that because it's actually a chunk of cards there. Coming through for Aquarius for the month of August 2021. Okay, yeah, rest, recuperation, pulling back your energy. Yeah, definitely some level of physical drain, I would say, or certainly a lot of inner thoughts that are consuming you at this time. You're still in a place of mental anguish or mental concerns. What's happening for the month of August 2021 for Aquarius, career, money, finance? Okay, you do have some good news that's coming through here. Definitely some kind of project or something that you're going to have to put some time and energy into that's a little more long term. But you have a victory. There's some kind of achievement. So I suspect that's over, you know, your mindset. You're able to advance something forward. But yeah, there's a reason for you to be optimistic. So you definitely have some kind of bonus here. And there's justice. And of course, there's a Libra energy. Okay, so I'm going to clarify the cards, but before I do, I'm just going to put this one up here just for the sake of my mini table. Sorry, I'm still trying to organize myself and get things in order. So, working with a small space right now. Okay, so please clarify. Okay, I'm going to just, I don't know that this is a part of your story, but the cards did pop out. So again, there might have been some kind of, with the Seven of Swords energy, I mean, that can speak to a lot of different things for sure. It can be, again, about, you know, some need to strategize or kind of move yourself ahead here. But there's a lot of swords energy, and certainly it could be the lying, stealing, cheating card as well. But I mean, that has kind of runs more of a broader, has more of a broader meaning with that Seven of Swords here as well. So I kind of feel like you are in a place, though, that you are starting to, I feel like this is a long journey of healing for you, whatever this was. But I definitely feel that, you know, maybe you're trying to, with that Seven of Swords energy, even though I'm not going to take it, I just feel like for some of you it might be relevant, but I do feel like there might have been some kind of, not wanting to get involved, somebody's not wanting to take responsibility for something, you know, maybe there is some energy around, you know, avoidance with that Seven of Swords here this month. And as I say, I mean, it could have been in relation to a situation where there was some kind of backstabbing or some kind of very harsh end. Again, with that Seven of Swords, it definitely speaks to you know, there being some kind of uncertainty or a feeling of powerlessness, you know, where you just didn't feel like, you know, you were able to handle a situation in some respect. There was just something that was just beyond your control anyway. But again, could be behind the scenes activities still going on here, but we'll go further into the message here. Okay, so, but because that Knight of Swords was looking further into the past, I suspect that was something that was part of the past, not the present here. Please clarify the Four of Swords. Please clarify the Four of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely healing for sure. So what is the Eight of Swords energy here? And there might be a reason, yeah, lots of confusion here that you're trying to work through. Maybe considering options in terms of jobs. What's going on with the good news for the page? There is a victory. There's some kind of movement here. I don't know if this is you taking a little bit of time away for yourself and travel. Please clarify the Chariot energy. Yeah, there's definitely something that's going to make you happy here, though. You're definitely delving deep with, you know, there's something of potential with that High Priestess card here as well. I just don't feel like I need, yeah, and there's some kind of awakening here. You're getting some kind of further clarity anyway in this month. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, there is some kind of a decision, or maybe there's a stalemate here. What is the Two of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles? It's definitely around your home front and your stability. Yeah, there's a transformation. There's some kind of an end of some sort, and you're moving on to something that is has a brighter future. What is the win with the achievement? The Six of Wands. So I do feel like you have some kind of accomplishment over your emotions. Definitely a Leo energy that's coming through here. Doesn't have to be, but again, can be just characteristics of those signs. I feel that a lot of times with with energy of the signs that come through, we change that up. I think sometimes we're a little more, you know, magnanimous and charismatic, and so we might show up as, you know, more the Queen of Wands energy, and other times we're showing up as more, you know, romantic energy with the Queen of Cups. So it just depends on what it is that we're going through, but we could be dealing with a water sign and an air sign here as well. So with some of the other cards, Aquarius, you're coming through. I've got a Libra energy here also. Please clarify the Sun card. What is it? Okay, well, definitely some happiness on the home front in regards to, you know, I feel a higher relationship, where for others, this is a job. So I don't know why I was kind of gearing this toward relationship status, but it does seem like it's kind of prevalent here. But in terms of a job situation, as I say, I do feel like there is probably an option that's coming through for you. At least one viable option for those that are looking for work. And for others, you could be getting some kind of a promotion here also, some kind of advancement. But I do feel like your energy levels, there's some kind of feeling of lack, or just, you know, you reprioritizing yourself and maybe taking more care of how you're intending to heal. So again, just doing more time and attention toward what you're eating, what you're doing, activities. Maybe you are taking a little bit of a holiday. What is the Libra energy with the Justice card? What is the Justice card? Okay, yeah, it does feel like a new job, and it feels like a pretty good grounded one here as well. So I might just pull one more here, just for the sake of. Okay, yeah, definitely going through some anxiety and a lot of stressors, though. What is the Hierophant? Please clarify the Hierophant. Okay, there is a lot of still repressed energy, or at least I feel like you're holding back something here. Although you might be, you know, things are coming to light, you know, you're getting a better understanding of where you're headed. But again, it just feels like your energy is pretty low here this month. Okay, so starting off with that Four of Swords, as I mentioned, I do feel like you are in your head quite a bit here this month. So you're releasing things that don't work, you know, anymore, that kind of thing with the Four of Swords energy. You know, just you're resting, you're recuperating, you know, and again, it just feels like a lot of inactivity here, or at least you're holding back with that Four of Pentacles as well. You're really trying to find some balance between the Temperance card, the Four of Pentacles, and, you know, some of these other cards here. It just feels like you just feel out of balance. So I just feel like your strength is exhausted here, you know, and you're just really slowing it down because you're stuck or feeling a little bit stuck. Not that I feel that you don't have any potential energy here, you know, in like any idea of where you're directing yourself. I just feel like you're drained overall. So you're just relaxing and getting in touch with yourself. Okay, so again, you know, with the Temperance card also coming out there, you know, again, it just feels like you're holding back on going ahead with projects. You know, maybe things are stagnating in some way here for you, but you know, I just feel like it's more tired and frustrated energy overall, you know, when you're just having to heal yourself. I do feel, again, there's spirit that's coming through here, but you're just taking some time off to devote to yourself before you kind of jump in and move ahead here. So I'm just going to bring these forward here. So we also have the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Seven of Cups. So again, you know, self-imposed restrictions, you know, feeling like you're cutting yourself off in some respects from people, places, things, that kind of thing. You're not ready for battle here, that's for sure. I just feel like you're holding yourself back to be able to, you know, recover and be able to go forward by looking at some of the obstacles that are in front of you here, trying to make some kind of a mental shift. You know, you might be a little afraid to move forward here at this time, but I feel that you are going to be able to escape whatever this confined is, this confining energy, because you are going to have, you know, the blinders removed, so to speak, you know, as you go further into the reading in the month of August. So again, then you'll be able to expand those ideas. But right now, it just feels like there's a lot of frustration right now that and healing that you need to deal with. So whatever these problems are, you're kind of protecting your energy. Okay, so moving into what the good news is that's coming in, we've got the Page of Cups. So there definitely is a sense that you have, you do have some kind of direction that you're going off in here. Like, again, I feel like you're finally making some kind of a decision. The pages are all about messengers, that kind of thing. But I do feel, you know, because we've got the Judgment card, you know, next to the High Priestess, I do feel that whatever it is that is, you know, obviously you're finding some sense of resolution here because you're able to unblock your energy. Probably about the middle of the month, I suspect there, but maybe beginning, middle. But, you know, you do have a sense that you are able to break away, feel a little more enlightened, you know, about how you're moving forward here. You know, this is lessons learned here between these two cards for me anyway. I just feel like you're realizing, you know, you got to wake up and just take some action here. And you're trying to figure out the most practical way to implement those steps, or you will be. But right now I feel you're still at the stage where you're just trying to get your motivation back. So this is, of course, releasing the past with all the swords here, and I feel with that Two of Swords energy down there as well, you know. But I do feel you're kind of in that place where you're just starting to take responsibility for yourself and maybe stop the self-blame or the, you know, condemnation of another, whatever it is. But there's some way forward here, you know, before you're able to kind of jump right back into that driver's seat here with the Chariot. There is some kind of inner healing taking place. But I do feel like this is also, you know, maybe moving towards contracts for some of you. You know, contracts are starting to, or something unexpected that's coming up that's in around money that is moving in your favor as well. So if there is a legal situation that is going on here, again, that feels like it's caused you a lot of worry, a lot of drain. But for sure, it's moving ahead still in your favor here, whatever this is. Again, there was a couple of cards that just gave me the feeling that you were still a little bit of a wait period with that Temperance card. But again, everything still feels like it's moving forward. You know, you're really transforming yourself here again this month. Especially too, because we have the your home front being stable, you know, even though there is some form of change going on here with the Death card. So again, the Death card is for sure, you know, you've learned some heavy lessons here, you know, and I just feel like you are at a point now where you're kind of starting to regenerate again. But as I said, you know, whatever this was that really impacted you. Maybe there was a job loss that impacted your stability, but I do feel that you're going to regain some momentum here pretty soon. For those that did lose a job, there is a new job that's coming through here. So, or at least some kind of an offer of a job here. What if it was some kind of job loss for some of you? I feel like it's a job you didn't like or you didn't really enjoy, because it was too much of a burden or there was something really painful around it. But you're having to really release that to be able to allow that new energy to come through here. So, again, there's some kind of new start, but you've got to release something else first, because this is long-term money. This is somebody who's willing to put in the work. This is, energy of one. It is a practical energy here with that Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who really sets goals and then starts to move in the direction of the goal. But you're having to cut something else out, to be able to release yourself before you can go forward here. So again, I feel there's a little bit of a restriction about going forward, but you are going to be getting to that point here soon. So there may be, as I say, a sense that for some of you, there could be a little bit of travel, at least it's in the mind with the Chariot there. But yeah, there might be maybe even it's just a short trip, drive trip, that kind of thing. But I just feel like you've got some forward movement, but you need to release something here. So again, some of you might be dealing with water sign, or as I say, I'm kind of strongly getting kind of the Leo energy that's coming through with the Queen of Wands here. Definitely people that are, I feel, a little bit older, that are coming through in this reading here. So I feel for a lot of you, maybe you are dealing with other authority figures in your workplace, that are a lot more established here, because the Queen of Cups to me is one of them feels, okay, it could be, as I said, it could be somebody, could represent people here. With the Queen of Cups, this is definitely, somebody who's compassionate, nurturing, and has qualities of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But definitely it is also, you starting to feel a little more comfortable with yourself and trying to move towards some form of action. But again, you could also be dealing with, a little more fiery sign, somebody who's a little more take charge, a little more dramatic, or maybe this is just new ideas that are also starting to come in for you as well. But either way, this is definitely about when you're not blocked emotionally, then I feel you're able to kind of move forward into this place here with the Queen of Wands. So again, I feel that there is a little bit of that blockage right now that you're dealing with, and it is having some kind of impact on you being able to move forward in this month. So, again, whatever this means to you, changing up your exercise routine, getting rid of some old patterns, old habits, old indulgences, anything that you're doing to excess, anything that is somehow holding you back, just to allow for more flow, needs to be looked at. So as I said, I just feel like there might be some bad habits or destructive, patterns that you really have to release, but you're feeling stuck. I do feel stuck and frustrated in the month of August. But you do, again, have some sense of a victory here. And again, I feel that one was that was actually, I think, the clarifier. The clarifier was the Queen of Cups there. So I do feel that there was a victory over your emotions, so that you are actually able to break a pattern and get out of this, just springboard yourself towards some growth anyway. But it's going to take you releasing something emotionally to be able to get into that place. You do have a card of optimism here. As I said, the Sun card is an excellent card. Definitely, you have hope here with that card. This is about things opening up for you. There's energy that's going to allow you to see the way forward. This is where you're getting a chance to improve things, and I do feel that you're coming out of any kind of speaks to me as well that you actually are moving ahead as far as a trip, because this looks like warm spot to me with that Sun card, and again, I think you're moving toward a job that you actually will enjoy to do here, but there's still a residual of, for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, because these are general readings. So for some of you, I feel like the energy is moving away from an old position that was, making you miserable, but maybe there was a period of stagnation or frustration here in the month of August that you just weren't able to kind of act on But I feel that for some of you, maybe there is some travel that's associated with this job or this work situation. But either way, you are still moving forward, just very slowly. And again, with that Hierophant card, like this feels like it's moving it up to a new level. So again, for some of you that are already in a job, you're moving into a position where, you are, I feel that a lot of you are holding traditional roles with the Hierophant. I do feel that, because that card really does speak to, for some of you, it's going to be a new job, period, where it's going to bring up your money here, but you're still tight with the money. I don't feel like there's a lot of um, money necessarily coming in this month, status quo just being maintained. There might be more along, as I said, the line of good news. But I feel that that's more about the opportunities that are opening up to you here for the month of August. But again, financially, I just feel like things are starting to improve. You're still overcoming some of the obstacles, which I feel is mainly you. But again, I feel like you are getting the chance to maybe teach others. Maybe you are moving into a position that is allowing you to teach others or um, mentor. Maybe you're mentoring someone else here, because this is really a card of, becoming the teacher or being taught. So, but again, it's more of a traditional role, whatever it is that you're doing. Again, for those of you that were looking for work, that job is coming through, and it does feel like it's more corporate energy. It doesn't feel like a smaller partnership of any sort. It feels like it's bigger scale than that. I definitely feel like you have you're putting the plans into action here, but again, just very restrained energy all around. Could be dealing with an Aries, but there's maybe even some kind of leadership role, or as I say, something that's advancing for those that are already employed, or maybe this is a government job or something that's coming through here, or that you're dealing with the government as well in terms of your money. Because there is, as I say, the potential for a legal matter here that's coming to some kind of resolution that had you worried here with that higher institution, with the corporate energy, traditional energy, but also with the Libra energy. Again, this could represent a person, or this could represent a legal entity. But again, it's still a profitable situation, but it feels like it's a little further out. But there is still some opportunities that are coming through here, very grounded opportunities, even though you feel like you've had a lot of things that were on the back burner. I just feel like you're actually able to somehow see the longer range impact that you're going to have in a situation. I think that, as I said, once you break free and let go of whatever, mental restrictions or whatever it is that you're doing to prevent yourself from going forward, this is going to remind you of, what you're working for. Don't be afraid to take a little bit of a risk here in upgrading yourself, or taking a position, or, whatever that is for you. But somehow this is about something that was troubling you in around, again, legal issue, maybe a relationship or whatever, but there's a grounded offer here of some sort, and I just feel like you need to run with it anyway. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Overall, for the month of August 2021, stay safe, keep moving forward. And like I said, I do feel that somebody's getting a raise, somebody's got some kind of a promotion, there's a new job, there's something coming in here. So, please try to, keep yourself in a positive headspace here, because you do have some new business opportunities and some financial gains here that are about to pay off. But you just have to stick to it and take that little time for yourself. The body needs to heal so that you can take 2 steps forward, right? So 1 step back, 2 steps forward, because you're building long-term security here. Until September.